Amy Dolan here. It is a Friday. Oh, so happy it's Friday. Hope you are too. Hope you had a great week. I had a really good week. I had my head down. I was focused. I was working on a lot of projects, and I feel really good that it's Friday and I can just kind of sit back and enjoy the weekend. So may the same be true for you as well. I wanted to share today on the blog just a couple books that I'm in the middle of right now that are really, really impacting me. I feel like my mind is thinking about a lot of new things right now, and I wanted to share those with you. The first book I've been reading is called Radical by David Platt, and it has been messing with my mind. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. And please, if you've read it, leave a comment sharing kind of some of your takeaways and your perspectives, because I'm right in the middle of it right now, and I'm trying to figure out what all of these practical applications might mean for my life. But the subtitle is Taking Back Your Faith from the American Dream. And the first couple chapters talk a lot about how Jesus calls us to love and serve the poor, and kind of how that's not translated to our churches. So it's been a really great read. I wanted to read one thing that has really stuck with me right now. He talks in, I think it's like the third or fourth chapter, about how even like when we can create our best church programs that run smooth, efficient, successful, we sometimes forget that dependence on the Holy Spirit and an actual like spiritual thing is happening in our church. I thought it was really profound what he said specifically right here. We can so easily deceive ourselves, mistaking the presence of physical bodies in a crowd for the existence of spiritual life in a community. Hello. We sometimes, rely on the numbers of people who come to our churches or the number of kids and families who come to our churches, and we mistake the physical bodies for a very active spiritual life. Not that the two can't go hand in hand, but yikes, that just really hit me. So I'm thinking a lot about that. I'm hoping to be able to move towards some practical implications and some different ways, some simple different ways of living in my own life, so that I can really be following Jesus more and more with my life. I am also reading Blake Mikowski's book, Start Something That Matters. He's the founder of Tom's Shoes, which I love so much. I have 2 pairs of Tom's, and I love this story. I love the shoes. I love everything that's going on at Tom's. And so I got this book, and actually we'll be blogging about this book after Thanksgiving, and I'll be giving one away. So make sure you come back in 2 weeks and read my review and comment for your chance to win a book. But I love this book so much. Blake talks about the story of Tom's and how he got it started, and how we can start our own sort of movements. And I love it because, as you know, I'm involved in the What Matters Now project, and me and Matt and Henry are right in the midst of taking What Matters Now to the second chapter, and kind of taking it to a brand new place. And I've been really inspired by Blake's story and trying to figure out how I can directly apply some of the things that he did at Tom's to what we're trying to do in this next chapter with What Matters Now. So I'm really excited about that. If you've read this book, again, please leave a comment and share any practical applications that you had. Like, how did you read this and then start to think about how you can forward your own movement after you read the book? I would love to hear from you. Sort of on a different note, I just started reading this book. Look at, aren't you impressed with how thick it is? Woo! This is going to take me a very long time. It's called Say Everything. It's by Scott Rosenberg. The subtitle is How Blogging Began, What It's Becoming, and Why It Matters. It's a couple of years old. I think it was published in 2009, and I don't think it's a Christian book, but I really wanted to read something on blogging. I've been blogging for 2.5 years now, and never really read anything on blogging, so why not pick up the biggest book I could possibly find, right? Anyway, I've just started this. I don't have a ton to say, but it's really good, and I encourage you, if even if you've been doing something a while, for me it's blogging, and I just kind of do it intuitively and do what I think is best for me and hopefully helpful for my readers. But I encourage you, if you've been doing something for a while and maybe are looking to add to what you've been doing or improve your skill just a little bit, pick up a book or listen to a podcast or meet with a friend who's a little bit more ahead of you, and figure out how you can take your talent or take something you've been doing for a while even to the next level in just the smallest way. I think it'd be great. And then finally, I'm always trying to read a book on one of my hobbies or something that I'm interested in outside of church leadership, outside of children's ministry, outside of what I do for consulting. And most of my hobbies revolve around either cooking or fashion, style, that sort of thing. And so right now I'm in the middle of this book. It's called What I Wore, and this is by Jessica Quirk. And she's one of my favorite fashion bloggers. Her blog is called What I Wore. And my brother and sister-in-law bought me this book, and I just love it. It's basically like a cookbook for your closet. Say what? But the book's divided in like 4 different seasons, the 4 seasons that we have. And you just go to the season you're interested in. It talks about the different pieces, the staples you should have in your closet, how to mix them up, how to think differently about the pieces in your closet, and how to really just create a style based on what you have in your closet for each season. So, big fan of that. All right, those are the books I'm reading right now, the ones I'm in the middle of. Please leave a comment if you've read any of these and any applications you've taken from them, or if you've got a great book or 4 or 10 that you're in the middle of, leave a comment too. I'm always looking to add new books to my pile, and we'll continue to encourage each other and shape each other, and hope you have a great weekend. See you soon.